Okay, guys, going over the lesson 8 homework. I'm going to do the first page and then I'll do the ones that were additional for honors. So for number 1, all right, we know everybody in a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. So we can either do 5x minus 2 plus 3x plus 4 plus 90 equals 180. Or if we want to say, okay, if we know the whole triangle is 180 and we know this is 90, 180 minus 90 means these two are going to have to add up to 90. So either way, I'm going to do 5x minus 2 plus 3x plus 4. And I'll add in the 90, and because I'm adding in the 90, I set it equal to 180. If I didn't want to add in the 90, I'd just add these two and set them equal to 90. So I have 5x plus 3x gives me 8x. Negative 2 plus 4, that gives me a positive 2, plus 90, that gives me 92, is equal to 180. I'm going to subtract 92 from both sides. So I get 8x is equal to 88. Divide both sides by 8, and I get x is equal to 11. So that was my answer to number 1. For number 2, I'm going to take all these expressions and add them up to 180. So I have 9x minus 8 plus x plus 10 plus x plus 2. And remember, don't worry about those parentheses. I'll just take them out of the parentheses. If you put them in a different order, let's say you did x plus 2 plus 9x minus 8 plus x plus 10, that's fine. 9x, this is 1x, so that's 10. Another x, so that's 11x. Negative 8 plus 10, that gives me a plus 2. Plus 2 more, that gives me a plus 4, is equal to 180. I'm going to subtract 4. Subtract 4. So I get 11x equals 176. And divide both sides by 11. And I get, I had my calculator. Oh, here it is. 176 divided by 11. I get x is equal to 16. Okay, number 3. So these were both using triangle angle sum. We added up all the angles to 180. If we look at number 3, which I think I learned. Hold on. Oh, I thought I knew a trick of how to scroll on my tablet, but I guess I don't. Okay. We look at number 3. This is going to use the triangle exterior angle theorem. So that says that the two remote interior angles, which remember are the angles that are not next door to the exterior angle, will add up to the exterior angle. So I'm going to say 11x minus 2 plus 9x plus 1, my bad, should equal 19x plus 3. Now, if you want to do the reverse and put the 19x plus 3 on this side and all this mumbo-jumbo on this side, that's fine. 11x plus 9x gives me 20x. Negative 2 plus 1 gives me minus 1 is equal to 19x plus 3. I'm going to subtract 19x from both sides. So I get 1x, or just x, minus 1 equals 3. Add 1 to both sides. And I get x is equal to 4. Or 1x is equal to 4. Okay, when we're looking at number 4, these little markings mean that these angles is congruent. So if this is 7x plus 2, this is also 7x plus 2. And this is using the triangle exterior angle theorem again. So I'm going to do 7x plus 2 plus 7x plus 2, which if you want it to be fancy, you could write this as 2 times 7x plus 2. And then distribute that 2 to both things in the parentheses. And it equals 17x minus 23. So you can either do it this way, but you have to make sure you distribute the 2 to both things, or this way. So I have 14x plus 4 equals 17x minus 23. Now, it doesn't matter what side you move the x's to. I'm going to subtract 14x and subtract 14x. And I get 4 is equal to 3x minus 23. And I'm going to add 23 to both sides. And I get 27 is equal to 3x. Divide both sides by 3, and I get 9 is equal to x. I stole some room from this problem. Okay. Now if we look at number 5, it wants us to find x and y. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, so if we look at number 5, we're trying to find x and y. So first thing I see is vertical angles. These are my vertical angles. So if this is 11x minus 9, this angle is also 11x minus 9. So in this angle, I have x's and y's in this triangle. In this triangle, I have some numbers and x's. Well, I can't do x's and y's together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is focus on this smaller triangle. I'm going to say everybody in there adds up to 180. So 11x minus 9 that I got from that vertical angle, plus 6x minus 2 plus 72 should all equal 180. I get 11x plus 6x gives me 17x. Negative 9 minus 2, that's negative 11. And 72 minus 11 is 61. So plus 61 equals 180. Subtract 61 from both sides. And I get 17x equals 119. Divide both sides by 17, and I get x equals 7. Oops, I wrote over it 7, not 77, just 7. Okay, now that I know that that's 7, I'm getting tired of this color. Okay, I can plug it in. So 11 times 7 minus, what is it, minus 9, means this angle is 68. Oops. So now I can write another equation with 30, 68, and this, and add them all equal to 180. So 30 plus 68 plus 5y minus 8 should all add up to 180. So 30 plus 68 is 98, minus 8 is just 90, plus 5y should equal 180. Subtract 90, subtract 90. I get 5y equals 90. Divide by 5, divide by 5, and I get y equals 18. Okay, if we look at number 6, we know everybody in this triangle adds up to 180. We know these two add up to 180. The problem is, we're doing everybody in the triangle, we have some x's and y's. If we're doing everybody on this line, we have some x's and y's. So what we need to do is figure out what's an equation we can write that'll involve only x's or only y's. So we know we can use, okay, we can't do the triangle interior angle theorem because that involves x's and y's. We can't do linear pair. But we can do that these two remote interior angles add up to the exterior angle. Okay, so I got, oops, I lost my pen. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do 86 plus 4x minus 7, and it should equal 9x plus 4. That's that triangle exterior angle theorem. 86 minus 7 is going to give me 79 plus 4x should equal 9x plus 4. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. I get 75 plus 4x equals 9x. Subtract 4x from both sides. I get 75 equals 5x. Divide both sides by 5. And I get x equals 15. And then once I know a variable, I can come back in and plug it in. 4 times 15 is 60. Minus 7 gives me 53. Over here, 9 times 15 is 135. Plus 4 gives me 139. And now I have two options. I can add everybody up to the triangle with this expression to 180 and figure out what it is, or I can add these two up to 180 to figure out what it is. I'm going to add these two and use the linear pair. So 7y minus 1 plus 139 should equal 180. 7y minus 1 plus 139, that's plus 138, should equal 180. Subtract 138, subtract 138. 7y should equal 42. Divide by 7, and I get y equals 6. Now, I know these were hard. 5, 6, and 7 were hard. I'll give you that. Okay, number 7. Oops, I scooted down too far. Okay, number 7. If L is parallel to M, find the values of x and y in the diagram below. Okay, so there's a lot of different things going on here. First thing I see, okay, we got these parallel lines. And we need to use the parallel line angles to our advantage. So I'm going to ignore, okay, this guy over here. And right now I'm treating this like my transversal. So I know that this angle and this angle are alternate interior angles. They should be congruent. So that means this angle right here should be 5x minus 8. The same thing as this. And because of that, I can do that everybody in this triangle, we have a triangle hanging out within the parallel lines, adds up to 180. Because now I have all x's in numbers. So 7x minus 31 plus 5x minus 8 plus 63 should all equal 180. 7x plus 5x, that's 12x. Negative 31 minus 8, that's negative 39. Plus 63, that's 24. Equals 180. I'm going to subtract 24, subtract 24. I get 12x equals 156. Divide by 12, and I get x equals 13. Okay? Well, now if I know this is 13, 5 times 13 is 65, minus 8 is 57. Okay, well now, oops. Sorry, my pen went psycho. Now I know, I'm in erasing mode instead of writing mode. Oops. 57. This is 57 because I plugged it into 5x minus 8. Okay. These two angles that I can finally circle are going to add up to 180. So 57 plus 4y plus 27 should equal 180. So 57 plus 27 gives me 84 plus 4y should equal 180. I'm going to subtract 84, subtract 84. I get 4y equals 96. Divide both sides by 4, and I get y equals 24. Okay. Now, if you're in my second hour, that's all you had to do. If you're in my honors class, I'm going to finish and do these last few down here. And this is one of those situations where it just kind of depends what you see first. So you might find them in a different order than me, but as long as you get the same answers, that's fine. So if I'm looking right here at this triangle, I have 54. I know this is 90. So to find angle 3, I'm going to do 180 minus 54 minus 90, and I got angle 3 is 36. And I'm going to write stuff in as I find it. Looking at this triangle, I know they all have to add to 180. So 180 minus 75 minus 41. Angle 1 is going to be 64. So now all three of these are on a straight line. So I have 180 minus 64 minus 90. And that means angle 2 right here is 26. Okay, looking at this one, you do have my honors friends one like this on your quiz. People always get confused, so make sure you pay attention. Okay. Angle 4 is what I see first. If these lines are parallel, that's what this is telling me. Angle 4 should be 49 because it's alternate interior with this. Now I could either use linear pair, or if I didn't see the 4 and the 49, I could use that these were same side interior. And 180 minus 49, either way, gives me that angle 5 is 131. Linear pair over here, I do 180 minus 73, and I get angle 3 is 107. Okay, then I can use same side interior between angle 3 and angle 1. So 180 minus 107 gives me 73 for angle 1. And then these three need to add up to 180. So 180 minus 73 minus 49 gives me 58. Okay, looking at number 10, there's a lot of different things going on in number 10. Gotta make it bigger so I can see. Oops. Okay, let me erase. Okay, number 10. First thing that my eyes are drawn to is this is a right angle. So this means this corner is 90 degrees. I know this is 52. So I can do 90 minus 52, and that tells me that angle 6 is 38. Everybody in this triangle needs to add up to 180. So 180 minus 86 minus 38 gives me 56 for angle 5. I can look at this triangle. I have a 52, a right angle. And then I don't know what this is. Is this number 3 I'm supposed to find? So 180 minus 52 minus 90, that gives me 38 for angle 3. I know this corner is supposed to be 90, so 90 minus 38 means angle 2 is 52. I can find angle 4 because it's going to be a linear pair with 86. So 180 minus 86 gives me 94. And then angle 1, I now have that angle 4 is 94 and angle 2 is 52. So 180 minus 94 minus 52 leaves me with 34 for angle 1. All right, and then last one. these lines are parallel. It was kind of hard to see. Okay, first thing I see is 71 and 71, these vertical angles. So angle 2 is going to be 71. Then I can find the top triangle. So 180 minus 47 minus 71. So that means angle 1 is going to be 62. Then if I'm looking at the fact that these are parallel lines, and this is a transversal, if this is 62, this has to be 62. So that was angle 8. And you might be saying, okay, well, why weren't these two the same? Well, these two are not talking about the whole angle. This whole angle and this whole angle would be the same, but this is just talking about the part that's in this awkward little shape. So that's why it's weird. 3 and 5 I can find by linear pairs because I know 5 and 71 or 3 and 71 have to add to 180. So I get 109 for 3 and 5. Then I know everybody in this triangle to the left is going to add up to 180. So 180 minus 36 minus 109 gives me 35 for angle 4. Oops, my earring just fell out of my ear. All is okay. All right, this one's 47. That means this one's going to be 47 because of alternate interior. And then all I'm left with is angle 6, which I'm going to do 180 minus 109 minus 42, and I get 29 for angle 6.